this price point might be one of the ultimate sweet spots if you're looking for a new home in DFW. I was honestly kind of surprised how many homes we found at this price point that builders have listed, and truthfully, who has the most inventory in this price point. And that price point simply is $400,000 to $550,000. So if you were here before, we did another video about a week ago talking about the under 400 and who had the most options. And now we're just kind of working our way upward. And this is kind of what surprised me. I'll be honest, there were builders I expected to see and then builders I didn't expect to see have this much inventory. And I think it's a good opportunity. I also think the reason this is the sweet spot is this is the first price point that opens up almost every corridor of the map. So if you're needing to be north, we have options in the north, east, south, west, all of those options. I also want to show you like just the difference that it makes. If you're one of those people that you were looking and you're saying, hey, we maxed our budget out at 400. I want to just show you like, hey, if we, I don't want to spend any more money than you have to, but going from, a 380 to 400 purchase price to maybe a 410 to 420 purchase price, what that realistically does in your monthly payment and how that makes a difference if you're kind of looking and trying to broaden your search. So for reference, I pulled this off of MLS, and what we were doing, we were just looking to see who holds the most active listings amongst builders in certain price points. Right now, this is not every home that this builder currently has on the market. A lot of builders keep listings off of MLS so that they can market them separately because they're allowed to do that. I pulled the numbers and I'm going to share the numbers with you, and then I will share kind of what we think of these builders and just show you some options of what's out there. So when I pulled it, we were looking at 1,757 new homes in the DFW region in between that 400 to 550 purchase price, which is really not bad, right? About 1,800 homes. Some of the names in here really, really surprised me. So the builder with the most active listings in this price point, are you ready? With when I pulled it, 127 homes was Bloomfield. And Bloomfield is kind of an interesting one. They're somewhat local here to DFW. They were founded here in Southlake, but yeah, seeing them, I knew they would be here. I didn't realize how much inventory they had at this price point. So Bloomfield at 127 homes. Next on the list, we have David Weekley at 98, and 127 for reference, in case you're a percentage person, is about 7.2%. David Weekley 98 at just over 5.6%. Next, we have Trophy Signature, which is not surprising. We've talked about them before. They build a large quantity of homes at 88, so 5%. Meritage at 4.8. And then we kind of drop a little bit. We get Perry at 4.7, Beezer at 3.9, Pulte at 3.5, Highland at 2.8, Coventry at 2.7, and everything below that is about 2.4% or less market share across several of the big builders. Here's what you don't see. Lennar and DR Horton. This is not their play space, right? Like when I pulled it up, Horton had 28 homes in this pricing bracket and Lennar had 25. They're not in this space, which is great, right? Like you're not having to deal with something like that. You're getting some really good quality builders that might be worth spending a little bit of extra money for. I was surprised to see Bloomfield is number one because this is kind of what their model is built for, right? They are at their core, they're a production builder. They build a really good quality home. They give their sales reps the autonomy to kind of price and move their communities the way that they need to. They're not a custom builder. We've had a ton of people buy from them. I will tell you, like personally, I think their style is a little bit more dated than what I would personally purchase, but I think that's more of a personal preference and not a comment on their quality, right? I think they do a really good job with what they include with their standard features, a lot of features that some other builders might make you pay extra for. So I think they've got some really good things going on with them. And then of course you see the normals, the Perrys, the Highlands, the David Weekley. I was really excited to see all three of those have a good mix of homes in this space. And I think you're going to see them even more as we kind of transition up to the next level on top of that. So this is why I think these homes and these builders are kind of open and I think makes sense for this price point, right? Quick note on Bloomfield, they were founded here in DFW. They were based out of Southlake. They're now owned by a Japanese forestry company called Sumitomo. Don't get me lying. I can't say it. It's super hard. They bought them back in 2017. So not still purely local, but still with that local bend to it. You're asking me, Zach, what would you actually do and where would you actually look? Well, I'm glad you asked that because I want to show you, right? Let me just pull up the map. Because again, I told you this opens up a little bit of everything across the map here in DFW. So let's go take a look. So for reference, as you can see, just again, looking at the sheet, and the numbers have changed since I kind of did a little bit of initial research. There's a few more on there versus what we're doing at the time of recording, but you can kind of see as you look at the map of DFW, we can go in any direction. We can go, we can kind of come up here north. He's like, Zach, we really need to be north of 380. Now, that is not going to open up a lot of Prosper. It is going to open up some Salina, some Pilot Point. Like I said, a little bit right. What is this right over here? Let's just take a look. 542 Coventry, right there, just north of 380. We have some options up north. If you're wanting to say, hey, we want to be on the Fort Worth side of the Metroplex, so the northern part of Fort Worth, tons of options right through Justin, North Lake, Argyle. Again, coming down south, we have inventory down here. So along the, I bet we're going to see some pop up along the 287 corridor. Yep, Mansfield, Midlothian, Waxahachie. So really anywhere that you're looking in DFW, you could probably find something in this 4 to 550 price point. Now, I do want to show you because I think it's important. So first of all, I built this calculator for you. It's a kind of a vibe code thing. We're still trying to work out the kinks, but I wanted to make this available as a resource for you just to kind of play with and see, what might work and what you might be able to afford. So let's just say we started at a 380 purchase price. We put 3.5% down on an FHA loan. So simple math on that is 13,300. We're putting 3.5% down. The builder bought us down to a rate of, let's call it 4.99 or 5%, which is very real and attainable with a lot of builders right now. But even just for the sake of argument, we'll go up a little bit. We'll go to 5.25. We'll say, hey, our property taxes and all in with the PIN, I'm just going to put it right here. We're going to calculate it at 2.3%. Our homeowner's insurance is at $1,900. So there is a way, if you see these put out separately by a builder, like, hey, we can run this down to, maybe it's 2, and then the MUD or PID tax is 0.2. For my sake, I'm just calculating it all right here. And we're going to make sure we turn on our Texas homestead exemption. Show you it is a standard homestead exemption, which is $140,000 off your primary residence, must be in and be occupied. If you're over 65, you add an additional 60, but we can kind of see what that does to our property taxes. But I want to show you, so starting at 380, this again, just an estimate, just trying to, get you in the ballpark. We're looking at about $2,900 a month or $2,024 in our principal and interest. Now, let's just say we can't find anything exactly at that 380. We have to jump up a little bit. So let's go from 380 to 410 and see what that does to our payment. So 2,000 was our original principal and interest, so 2,184. So we're up about $184, but our purchasing power went up $40,000, right? So about $200 a month, give or take. And of course, it'll change based on, the property tax rate. Like, so if you change neighborhoods and you go from a lower to higher rate, you're going to see that money change there. And of course, on a 3.5% down payment, we doubled our need for our down payment. So there is a lot of money at play there, but it is more attainable than you think if you're if you're constraining yourself on the lower side. I want to show you what's potentially possible. And again, if you're curious and you want to run the numbers for yourself, this calculator is down in the description of this video and you can grab it from there. So let's take a look. We talked about a bunch of builders. So I want to show you kind of where they're actually at, and let's dig in. So Bloomfield leading the way with, it was 127 active listings on MLS is what they currently were showing. So on their website, again, you can kind of see we have a spread across the board. So let's just say we want Bloomfield and we want to go to, let's go south. Let's go south with them. Why not? Let's go to Waxahachie and see. We've got, so this one right here is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,700 square feet on 0.19 acres, was $519. They dropped it about 60 grand to 449. Available now. We've got a couple other options in the Waxahachie area. If you wanted to go Bloomfield, you could look at them. So side note, south of the Metroplex, that 287 corridor, Mansfield, Midlothian, Waxahachie, even parts of Red Oak, growing incredibly quickly. And a lot of people are finding out that might be the place to be for a lot of really good reasons. So Bloomfield all over the map. But again, I showed you Waxahachie. Let's check out, let's go to David Weekley. Let's just see, because I've got them all pulled up, what they've got going on. So let's just say David Weekley, we want to go to Let's pick one. We actually want to be, let's say we want to be in Crowley, right? So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 439, 2,000 square feet home in Crowley. Let's check out the floor plan. So this is going to be a rear entry. So that tells me this is a little bit of a smaller lot. I'm betting it's probably a 40 or a 45. So if you're looking for something where, hey, you don't have a lot of yard maintenance, or it's kind of like a lock it, leave it, and not have to worry about mowing your yard or maintaining a large space, this might be a good home for you. 2 bedrooms here with the study, and looks like a little retreat or like a flex space. And then of course, owner's bedroom at the back next to your 2-car garage in Crowley. So tons of options there with David Weekley. If you're looking, let me see if can we just show theirs. They do it as a map. They don't. Okay. That's okay. Maybe let's do one more. Kind of come down here. We got the rock wall. This is Grand Prairie. You don't see, well, never mind, because we're over our price point. So we broke it. So we're not going to go there. Okay, that was our David Weekley one in Crowley. Let's take a look at, we're always going to do Perry and Highland, because I do like selling a lot of their homes. I think they build a good quality home. So Perry, we've got 86 matching homes across 12 communities. Again, greater than 400, under 550, move-in ready across several communities. So Forney, Parks at Wilson Creek. So this would put you in Salina. This is going to be another one of those smaller lots. If you're looking for, not having to maintain a lot, this could be an option here. Let's see, Forney, Meraki. Brand new community in Forney, going to be an incredible buy. So if you're looking to get in on something that's starting, another good option. Myrtle Creek. This is, again, Waxahachie, another neighborhood. Going to have a lazy river. Let's actually take a look. Can we take a look at this one? Yeah, we can. It's on a 60-foot lot, and they have it. It was $558, so it is down almost $100,000 or over $100,000. Holy cow, 110. Is the drop on that one. If we pull up our floor plan, office at the front, looks like a flex space or bedroom 4, 2 bedrooms, large primary bedroom, covered patio. I wonder if they did the extension, but 60-foot lot in a brand new neighborhood that's just getting started. So down south, if you wanted to go there, let's see, Myrtle Creek, Salina. So heights at Uptown, again, 45-foot lots, Uptown Salina. So you want to go up north, Devonshire, Hillstead. So this neighborhood right here is a June move-in. So was 515, dropped to 474, 2,300 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. This neighborhood is technically a Lavon address, but this would get you into Wylie ISD schools if you're looking there. So 474. Actually, y'all can't buy that. I need to send that to somebody. I have somebody looking over in that neighborhood, and this might be a good fit for them to take a look at. So I'm going to send that to them as soon as we get done shooting this video. So Salina, Trinity Falls, which would be McKinney, Salina. Let's see if we can find something out west with them. Meraki, Trinity Falls, Devonshire, Hillstead, another Hillstead, Ventana. So Fort Worth, so South Fort Worth, beautiful neighborhood, 519, again, 3-bed or 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. Good options there. I wonder, just out of curiosity, can I find a 3-car garage with Perry under 550? Okay, so Devonshire. So they're all, okay, so it's going to be a 3-car tandem is what it looks like. So let's just take, no, that's a 3-car traditional. Let's take this one right here. 4-bed, 3-bath. Yeah, this one right here. Let's just take a look, just because we're curious and we're searching. Yep, 3-car tandem, game room, and then all of your bedrooms up here with your primary bedroom at the back. So options with Perry under 550. So we did Perry, we did David Weekley, we did Bloomfield. Let's go do Shaddock, another builder that we really like. They build a solid quality home here in DFW. Local here, been here, I think it's like 20 something years now, with options there. So they've got some stuff going on in Fate. Let's see, Fate, Salina, look at this one. 497, 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,500 square feet. That's a fun look. Another little bit smaller of a lot. So options for you. You do have the game room, and looks like potentially an optional media room. I wonder if I bet they added that in on this one. 2-story family room, because I know a lot of people love that 2-story family room. Shaddock, another quality Texas builder we like to take a look at. 2 more, I got you here. We can't not look at Highland, because I think they've got some good inventory here. And then I think once we step up again, you will see them appear even more. So let's go just north. Let's see, what do we got? Parks at Wilson Creek. So smaller, on the smaller side there. 40-foot lots. So 505 with 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. What's this one right here? Do we have anything? Mosaic. There's one home in Mosaic at that. Well, it's at 559. So which means you could probably get it under 550, 4-bed, 3-bath. This would be a cool community. Another lazy river community with a ton of amenities. Great location. Sandbrook Ranch, beautiful community, has won many awards up there in Aubrey. So this is a 4-4. This is a Griffith. This is one of their newer plans. Let's take a look at it. So currently listed 549, 2805 square feet. Bedroom, study, primary down, and then upstairs, 2 more bedrooms, loft, and a entertainment space upstairs because you put the study here instead of having entertainment space there. So options up north in Salina, out east. Let's see, on the Justin Northlake side, we've got Pecan Square, 4-bed, 3-bath. Davenport sold a lot of those plans. People really, really love this plan. Or a Douglas plan, 4-bed, 3-bath, 550. Again, options is all I'm just trying to show you is you don't have to settle for less than quality builders. I just want you to see what's out there and what's available. Midlothian, Goodland, this neighborhood is going to explode once they get they've done the first phase of this one, but the thought is at some point, this is 380 right here. 380 is this is 360. Math is hard. 360 is going to come, and it's supposed to wrap around the backside of this neighborhood. But Goodland has got tons of commercial development, and they're like going to be their own city. Midlothian's putting a school in there. We've got Dove Hollow neighborhood on closeout. So if you're seeing this video soon after we published it and you want to find a really good deal, this neighborhood is on closeout, and they are trying to get out. And then of course we've got some stuff over here on the east side. Hillstead, again, Wylie ISD schools. Montera, this would put you in Rockwall. They are opening their new phase. We got several listings there. And then another builder we haven't shown you a lot, but I want to start showing you some more of because we've recently done a lot of business with them, and I have truthfully been impressed and been excited, and clients that are building with them are having a positive experience. So I'd just like to point that out. So this is American Legend. Again, big fan, privately held builders here in North Texas. So options with them, let's see that they're big up on the kind of North Fort Worth side. Let's just go, let's see what we got here. So we've got a 4.3 at 2,300 square feet. So options with them. So Justin, Salina, 479 in Justin, 2,500 square feet. We're going to jump over our price point, so we're not going to go too high there. 549 in Salina, 3,000 square foot home in North Sky in Salina for 549 with American Legend. Might be a really, really good deal. So you have options galore, and in both builder selection and in location selection. And if I didn't hit, I just want to show you like, hey, if I didn't hit something that you're looking for, we have resources for you. It might be an overkill, to be honest. Like, first of all, you can go to our website and you can browse by area, by neighborhood, however you want to do that. Or we're working with a new company that built a new resource. This is New Home Buddy. Not all the builders in DFW are in here yet. We're trying to get more of them in here, but you can go in. The cool thing about them is you can kind of go in and build your search, and you can say, hey, you know what? This is I want this city, but I also want to, this is what I love about them is like, hey, I want no mud and no PID, because those are hard to find. I know a lot of you ask me about that. And you're like, where do we find them? Go in here, hit none, and you're like, oh, let's see 23 homes, right? So not all the builders have their info in here, but it is a good start. So, and it is free for you to use. There's a link in the description to this video if you want to do that, or again, browse on the website. And of course, at some point, if you're ready to just have a conversation and say, Zach, we need help figuring out where we're going and buying a new home here in DFW, me and my team, or my team and I, we would be honored to help you. You can send us an email or shoot us a text or book a call down below. We're going to keep going through these price points. If you missed the first one, go back and see it, because I'll tell you, spoiler alert, Lennar and DR Horton, they got a ton of inventory up there in that under 400 price point, but those are not my recommendations for actually looking for something that might make sense for you. So if you missed it, go check that out now. And then if not, we're going to go upwards in price on our next video. So we will see you in our next one.